Ola bafethu namhlanje sila ePola Park sizoshuta i-video yethu YouTube content so our topic today is about iBafana Bafana as we also ukuthi sliwe 2-0 but nginethemba ukuthi singathatha AFCON and today ngine guest yami Cheese.
Boy,
Ule
ngiguest namhlanje ku channel yami. Sanibonani bafethu ngiguest ne. Kuseyami yakabafo namhlanje yakaRobi. Sisayithatha iAFCON boy.
Sayithatha AFCON manje nithi.
Amanga lawo boy. Abajita sinabo soon. So basipromena be propaganda nje after next week. Ababuya abafethu. Thaba ngunario base Rand Stadium yabo mkheche Rand Stadium ku training eBhakani abanaleyo ba noma khopa.
Evidence.
Ukunama mini goals kuBafana Bafana first game.
Okay, first game.
Okay, singaba press abajita. Ake sikhulume ngedisk bafethu singaba abantu abaku Twitter we are soccer analysts. Bafana sayithatha iAFCON. Akuqala ungama reason wakho before ngikhuluma ukuthi why I think otherwise and the prediction for igame ezayo yabo.
Okay, ubonile first game 2-0. Disappointing. First half sidlalile, we were comfortable. Besides Tao missing his penalty, we were marvelous.
So i-reference yakho boy uthi wena ngenxa ye-performance ya first half which was amazing. On the ball we were good. Off the ball we were slow because cishe concede. Awusiyanda xulu kambeni lapha throw in. So and game I feel like masikaring iVAR we prepared for uBisuma not for Imali as far as the midfield is concerned. So HIV yami yokuqala ilapho because there's moment bakhipha uBisuma we stood complacent ku midfield sicabanga ukuthi aseswinile ebasifikele.
But remember now, Bisuma is a star, plays for Tottenham. So obviously, the main focus was about Smaku Bisuma. Bisuma is a superstar, really Tottenham. I mean, look at these games with Tottenham.
HIV ni lapho boy. Yabona lento leyo ukuthi iplayer ngoba lidlalela i-team yakuphi famous ngicabanga ukuthi i-star ku AFCON. AFCON is proven wrong. If there's one thing I love about AFCON, they say it's about African teams rather than being about their country. I'm gonna give you an example. Mo Salah can be made as an excuse right now to limel. Marages Kulmivar, his 2 games so far. Odlaleni. Exactly.
That is
Victor Osimhen, is he a player of impact? As he is a player of impact. Napoli won a penalty, I get it. But we ain't saying so far. Nada. So Kailis boy, ngeke ngitshele ngalabo kuphela. Frank Casey, Ivory Coast, former Barcelona player, udlale no Messi. Uyenzeni kwa Ivory Coast? Nada. So angiboni ukuthi indaba yokubheka ukuthi sidlala namapha ama player. Sure, ama player ne impact. Bisuma had a few great touches. He wasn't that horrible, but Imali bekangaba guy anything. He wasn't posing a threat against us. Hence coaching asabanga ukumkhipha. Yabo? But asiringe Bafana boy. Sizoba ne content ya AFCON in general. Angazi ukuthi lapho uzongihijacker or uzoyiqala or uzoyiqala. Okay. AFCON Bafana going to AFCON. The players that we've selected, if we have to be realistic, Bafethu, I've done a video before ngikhuluma ngama player ne. And Tigbuzi umbuzo yi-1. Ubani playmaker phandle kuThemba Zwane kuBafana Bafana?
To be honest, we all depend on Pesita.
The playmaker Pesita or a striker?
He's a striker, but he can play as a center. During my friendly game, he does play as a 10. The game against in DRC Congo, he plays as a 10.
Let me give you the toughest team I see. Okay, Morocco, in terms of them winning, they are motivated, they are hungry. But football-wise, it's a pity they drew first game, Algeria. Do you think Kupesitao can be a number 10 against Algeria?
No, we need him on the win side.
Exactly. But hey, kubeka boy, kubekise lapho. Mina tsikai or nganka yakhe prediction qala bese ngirap ngeyami yabo. Abantu bazosho bavayelana nayiphi. Wona uthi sayithatha iAFCON.
Sayithatha iAFCON.
The next 2 games ubona.
So against Namibia, it's a 2-1 win. They came against Tunisia. Tunisia, to be honest, ngicabanga ukuthi strong. You know, but they came against Namibia. I was saying it.
Yeah, I thought Tunisia are favorites also good tournament. Mawubheka selection yabo ama players who are doing well go Esperance abaningi in their domestic leagues and even abroad. It's a balanced squad. It's not about ukuthi player dlala because they have Honey Paul is playing for Man United. He's not a regular. He's not playing well. And the coach azange be biased. You didn't see into Zagarikobe song ukuthi uOnana udlisi iMan United bese bambiza squadini. So only Tunisia nami on paper I thought ukuthi vele they're going to give us a run for our money, but I think now lapho qualifying we have a chance. It's in our hands. We can beat Namibia and we can beat Tunisia. And then kuma knockout stages asithi sithole Morocco ntwana.
Morocco.
Sibadlile ku mara
i-challenging ithandayo.
Sisekele Morocco ngoba izoba controversial. Sibadlile, but it's a game where I don't think stakes were that high as they had already qualified. But they came with their best players. Senegal. Opeyile singayidla Senegal ngale squad.
Senegal ngale squad. Singayidla mara ema penalty.
Yabona ke bafethu.
Ngayidla but ema penalty. Look at Senegal. Look at bana 6 points manje.
Manje sinama penalty. Williams akorwa ama-player we-Pirates ema-penalty mfana uyobamba ama-penalty we-Senegal.
Williams emthemba ngama-penalty.
Yeke leyo mfana i-Sundowns beyimthembile ku-MTN 8 kuyenzakaleni lapho. Okay, mara in going all the way, Senegal, you think it's the toughest opponent you can face, hence you are saying ukuthi singababhitha kuma-penalty. Morocco, you've beat them before, that can be motivation ukuthi we can win. Ibafana Bafana ukuze swine esiringi Varne for me. Kokuqala umkwena no Ox boyithu bafuna ukudlala ibhola. And I spanned it, I think. So one Melabe defensive midfielder go amake because we cannot be on the back foot, but no defensive midfielder gets a yellow card or commit a foul. Phela uTebogo Mokoena kule game yemali la bese baspressa khona bekumele uthasha isicathulo uyangithola, but I mean nangapha I think in position yaka Mokoena say confuse ku Sundowns, like it's a position in football terms, central defensive midfielder, sure we get that, but it depends on the team's style of play. Utebogo Mokoena is more of a sweeper in the midfield because Sundowns is pressing, is playing a pressing game uyangithola. So abo Themba Zwane nabo Peter Shawulile maba pressa uTebogo Mokoena uthola ama loose ball kakhulu. He's not someone ofana no Mikel Team ukuthi he has to show that off the ball aggression. So I don't think it works in the Botabe CDM because even with them signing uTebogo Mokoena, we must remember ukuthi bamsigning ku SuperSport bekamakhela uDean Fairman. He was a central midfielder, not necessarily central defensive midfielder.
But
so
central defensive.
But with Sundowns it's easier because Bafana
Bafana,
we're not playing a pressing game. We need a defensive midfielder who's actually gonna be aggressive off the ball, like Njabulo Blom, Miguel Tim, who's not part of the squad, but we need Oxen for the next game.
Let's start with Miguel Tim. When last did Miguel Tim play?
No, not for Bafana, but I'm speaking about the kind of player he is. Exactly. So
we do have
Bafana Ox for me.
Ox.
Yeah, go to the next game.
Okay.
And mas bega kumkwena no Sithole boy-2 baslow oyi-1 mina hlala ebenchini. And okay, as a player in general, people can say Sithole, but right now Sithole first game very sloppy in possession, nowhere to be found off the ball. So I think Utebogo Mokoena deserves to play next game, and Sithole mina hlala ebenchini. That's what I think.
That's what you think.
Aubrey Modiba naye bafethu masifuna ukuyinamela hlala ebenchini next game. He did not give us anything.
My question is, if Aubrey Modiba sits down ebenchini, who's have to step up for that position?
Terence Mashiko.
When last did he play for Sundowns?
Hey, but based on a formula that's not working, try to see if another one is not working. Because in the Modiba on the left. Play Thapelo Morena as a left back. Khuliso Muda as a left back, Thapelo Morena as a right back. Because Yaga Modiba, it's not working. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but I think this psychological investment that we've made, Uguti Sundowns CAF experience, is gonna be very key. Okay, sure, it's key in terms of them competing at the highest level of African football. However, if a certain player that plays for Mamelodi Sundowns is not performing for us, bench and play another player. If Tebogo Mokoena is not delivering, including Pesitao himself, let us not bash a player with Sundowns. Pesitao didn't deliver first game. If there's another player, which there is, Mihlali Mayambe, I showed that hang up, but he didn't play that well. But if there's another player who can deliver space in Sagatao, I think it's fair that Tao plays in the second half. First half, try another player.
But as Bafana, we all know that we depend on Tao.
Not just to Tao, but the coach is so invested with the team that he has built with players like Tebogo Mokoena to an extent where if the formula is not working, he'll try to make it work in some other way instead of changing it in terms of changing the player, because no player is unchangeable. So that's what I think. Instead, go to Chinchu Themba Zwane and understand that Themba Zwane can only play his best game, Maga Makelo Siswin. But if a Siswin is weak, what can Themba do?
Off.
Exactly. So, Connor, I think that's what needs to change if we stand a chance of, I think, ending maybe in the semi-finals. I think that's the best we can do, realistically speaking. I'm a fan. I'm going to be watching Bafana and hoping they win. a South African football fan. It's my country, it's my team. But realistically speaking, as a football analyst, I don't see us even making it to the knockout stages, because Bafana Bafana can surprise you. You know that you can draw against Namibia or even lose against it, or draw the next 2 games as we are not deadly, we are struggling in goal.
No,
tell me if that is not a possibility.
We're winning against Namibia.
Hey boy, nina hope kakhulu.
No,
I'm not too negative, Namibia. But I am not delusionally positive either. So, I'm in between.
Okay, check,
I'm a fan, but realistically,
check squads in Namibia.
Check squads in Namibia.
Check squads in Namibia. 90% squads in Namibia play South African football.
Not really 90. I think 6 of their players go
of their best.
Yeah, their best players are Dion Hoto, Peter Shalulile,
their goalkeeper.
But they are fast. They are players that we don't even have answers for. See, under Shalulile.
That's the thing about Shalulile. I mean, it's not giving. I Cochrane backline from backline. I Cochrane like Pamili Simnandi. I'm happy, but you know that's the king. I mean, we cannot play Umvala. They are both slow.
Mtsubi played well.
He played well, but in Kalangai.
No, but I think it comes from in midfield with Utebokhomko and Nostole good boy to Bafana Bafana Ababa Makela Bachita Babulalisa Ukulu no Mvala. As it seemed like their job is not done, because we can come back, we can say Mtsubi had a great game, but we can come back to blaming him as the free kick first goal or committed a foul. But where does it come from? From the midfield, Uguti Mali was doing as they pleased. And I think if we had a team which had good players, in Mali, they are not that good on the ball. If we were facing an opposition with good players, near four,
Mali. I mean, I was surprised.
No, Mali on the ball is slow.
I mean,
they were just more aggressive, more hungry.
Mali. We are more confident than Mali.
No, Bafana in general, in African football, the only teams that we will play and not have a physical contest, but it will be a football contest. It will be Egypt, it will be Morocco, as they're as technical as we are. The rest, the Yama team are physical. I'm surprised at Ghana. They are not really as physical as they've been, but hey, it has taken something from them. As a results, they are not able to grind, but they are playing better football. In fact, they are playing good football.
But the results are not there. I mean, they lost the first game.
It's a conversation for another day when it comes to a team which is structurally organized and a team which is playing better football. Because even though Hugo Bros himself, if we were to compare him to our last AFCON campaign with Stuart Baxter, Hugo Bros plays better football, but whose team was more structurally organized. Exactly my point. And I'm a coach who are not playing the best of football. They managed to have a team which is tactically disciplined, I meant. So, unfortunately, we're not tactically disciplined. And it came to affect us as we lost because of one thing, tactical discipline. If our midfielders were tactically disciplined in that game, Mali would have got a draw or would have won that game, because I think and Mali actually managed to be strong defensively. But if Mali was more hungry for a goal and they were facing a team which was as tactically disciplined as they were going to push and they were going to open, and maybe we would have got a goal on the counter through Pesita or Zakele Lipasa even.
But what I can say is that the game against Mali, yes, we lost. And as we say, we lost the game. Yes,
yeah, absolutely.
But now our main focus is that we play against Namibia. We know Namibia, how they play. We know Tien Ho.
No, it's in our hands. I think about Namibia and Tunisia, with them not being as strong as we thought they are, it's in our hands. And I am not for Bafana losing and saying they will lose. I am for us doing our best. I'm just realistically saying Uguti and how I see things, and I'm game for being proven wrong. In fact, I'll celebrate loud. But it's still ring I don't think Uguti we are gonna go past the group stage based on where we are. But if we do, which I'm hoping, I don't see us going to even a semi-finals. Semi-finals will be the end. But there are people like you who wanna see us go all the way. And shout out to you guys.
We're taking AFCON.
Fana, but the level of competition, it's bogus to choose a favorite. Favorite could be Bafana Bafana.
I mean, we did say that against the box. They showed us who they are by winning World Cup. So feel like I mean, Ibanyana, we never trusted Banyana. They went to
boy. Hi, but it's a conversation for another day. If you want to know a thing or two about disappointment, who's my friends with Kaizer Chiefs.
sharp.
Cheers.